I recently posted some pictures online of the condition or the deteriorating condition of tips on reeds. This is and I'm very fortunate enough to have this Amscope microscope, and I took some pictures of the tips of reeds, and they're becoming quite rounded off, which poses a problem with embossing of reeds. Obviously the tools that most people use are for doing the sides and the front part of a reed, but it's the actual tip, the corners, that are being rounded off. And I want to show you what I do to fill those corners. I'll explain to you what's happening here. What we have is this is the slot of the reed plate, and what we have is the reeds here. We're losing these corners, and a lot of people are embossing these edges, and they're making these edges really nice here, but we're still getting quite a lot of loss around the corners, and that really, this is the reed here, and this is the corner of the reed. It's an engraver's tool. It's quite a unique shape. The shape is that it goes under my knuckle and my hand can go down, because I'm going to be pushing down. And what I'm doing is I'm filling out the corners of the reed plate to match the reeds with the missing corners. Can't do much about that really. So this is what I do to emboss the corners. Very difficult to show. It's absolutely necessary to have a microscope. We're talking absolutely microscopic parts of the reed plate here. So I can only do it. I'll show you here how I do it. Take my glasses off. Poor me. Really poor eyesight. But I use a light table, very simple light table, and I can tune this in so that I can really see the tips of the reeds. And I put my finger on the reed. I then can feel where the tip is on my finger. And I go along and I just push this tool. This is an engraving tool. It's a 90-degree engraving tool, and I can push it into the corner and it moves the metal into the corner. If you wonder why customizers charge so much for harmonica repairs and customizing, it's because this takes a long time. So that's how I do it, and it's corner embossing, tip embossing, call it what you want, but it compensates for the loss of the corner, the tip of the reed. So that's how I do it. Probably people do it a lot different. I use this old tool. It's a very manual process. If you want to give it a go, you're really going to have to buy some of this stuff here, or you can come onto one of my courses and try it for yourself. It's not that easy to master. It does take quite a bit of time, and if you slip off, you're going to ruin your reed plate. So there it is. So that's how I do it. It's called tip engraving, embossing, and that's what I do. So any questions, just ask. Thanks.